Good afternoon, welcome back to another weekly vlog. It's well and truly over now for Christmas. It all feels a bit bland in here. But yeah, we're well into January now and all of Christmas has gone. I didn't actually film anything this morning. Once I'd got up and got myself dressed, I spent the rest of the morning starting to edit a weekly vlog because I'm trying to get back to it a bit more, and yeah, I need to start editing. I'm just finding it hard to like sit for long periods because I find it quite painful and also getting quite tired. But anyway, I've made some progress. I have then come down to have my lunch. I'm now on the sofa having a bit of a rest. I need to write a letter on my laptop to the DVLA because I need to get this like in motion to let them know about the seizures I had after my operation. And then I think I might start to fill in my calendar because I've got my 2020 like wall calendar, and I've also got my new Filofax calendar that I need to fill in. So I think I'm going to do that. I've got an appointment with my GP at 5 o'clock, so it's 3 o'clock now, so I've got a couple of hours until that. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I've got a new jumper on, which is this one, which I quite like. It's from Next. I got it before Christmas, so I don't know whether it's still available, but if it is, I'll link it below. But yeah, wearing it for the first time today, and it's nice and warm and snuggly, which is good because it's cold today. I'm quite miserable actually. It's quite grey and horrible. So yeah, I thought I'd wear this because it cheered me up a bit. But yeah, I am going to get on trying to do these bits and bobs. I could really do with having a sleep, but I'm trying not to sleep as much. It's not easy though when you just feel utterly exhausted all the time, but yeah, trying to kind of be a little bit more productive because that will help my mental health a bit. So yeah, I'm going to try and get on with some bits before my doctor's appointment. So I just thought I would show you my calendar for this year before I start filling it in. So this is one of my Christmas presents, and it is the Thomas Kincaid Disney calendar. I've wanted one of these for a couple of years actually. I've seen them around and just think that the pictures are really pretty. As you probably know, if you've watched my vlogs for a while, I am quite a big Disney fan, and my mum kindly got this one for me this year. So it's got a Snow White scene on the front, and then it's got all sorts of pictures. So you've got 101 Dalmatians, Sleeping Beauty, Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella, all sorts of different ones. And it's got nice big boxes as well to fill in. Sorry, it's like got a thing on it so it's shining. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a new picture each month of this. I don't know, at the end of the year it kind of feels like it's too nice to just chuck in the bin. Like you could like possibly like frame the pictures or something, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to start filling this in. I've got about 25 minutes until I need to start getting ready to go out to the doctor's. So yeah, I'm going to start filling birthdays and all that kind of stuff into it. Sorry, I seem to look quite dishevelled today. Didn't film anything this morning, didn't have a brilliant morning. Been feeling quite tearful and I've had a headache and just not felt particularly great, so I have been asleep. I've woken up now and I'm having my Fortisip. My mum and dad are out at the moment, but when they get back, I think my mum and I are going to go over to Tesco's. We've kind of been putting it off, and it's got to the point where there's some things that we need, and yeah, we need to go. And it would be nice to get out for something that isn't a medical appointment, so even if it is just going to Tesco's, hopefully it would be nice to do that instead of hospitals. So yeah, I'm just lying here drinking my Fortisip, waiting for them to get back, and then we're going to head over. There's not a huge amount I need, it's just like toiletries and bits and bobs, but it will be good to stock up and then not have to worry again for a bit Do you ever get those days where you kind of just feel like it's a bit of a write-off? Because I feel like that's what today has been like so far. I haven't really done or achieved anything. I don't know. I think I'm just tired and I've slept a lot and yeah, just not really done anything. I did consider like trying to do some editing this morning, and then I thought if we were going to Tesco's this afternoon that it would probably be better to try and pace myself and have a rest in the morning. Excuse me. But yeah, it's like 4:30 now and we haven't actually gone. We are still going to go. My mum and dad are just on their way back, and then my dad is going to drop my mum and I over there and then come and pick us up again because my mum doesn't like driving in the dark. So we are still going to go, but at the moment I just feel like I've kind of wasted the day a little bit. But I think, I don't know, sometimes you just have to have days where you don't get much done. And I don't know, things have felt quite busy, I suppose, like over Christmas and with hospital appointments and that kind of stuff, and I've got some more appointments towards the end of the week, so maybe I just needed like most of a day where I just didn't do a lot and just did what the dogs do and slept a lot of the day. But yeah, I just felt a bit rubbish about it, I suppose, and trying to just convince myself that I shouldn't feel rubbish about it. I've just been watching Friends, and that's always good because it always makes me smile no matter how many times I watch it. So yeah, just waiting for them to get home, and then need to get ready and then head out to Tesco's. We're just back from Tesco's. I'm feeling not brilliant, to be honest. I don't know if it's just a bad day or if it's because I'm cutting down on my oxycodone a little bit, but I've just got a really bad headache and feel sick and dizzy, and my leg hurts as well, which isn't great. But anyway, we did it. We went to Tesco's, and I just thought I'd show you a couple of the bits that we bought. I didn't buy anything massively exciting, just needed a few essentials, but thought I'd show you just to liven up the vlog a little bit. So I picked up a new reusable bag to use because they're always useful. This one is a Frozen 2 one. So you've got Anna and Elsa on one side, and then on the other side you have got Olaf. And then we thought we would give these donuts, no, not donuts, yogurts a go. They're the Muller Light donut inspired ones. They're raspberry donut flavour. I mean, I'm guessing they're just going to taste like raspberry, but they sounded quite nice, so we thought we'd get a pack of those. I decided to get one of these things for the toilet. Not very interesting, but I thought I'd show you anyway. It's the ones where you like hang it on the inside of the toilet, and then it's got these little balls, and every time you flush it cleans the loo. This one supposedly smells of fresh flowers, and it says it turns the water blue. It was on offer, so I just went for this one. But we have a lot of trouble with lime scale because we have really hard water, and it says that it's good for lime scale, so I thought I'd give it a try. And then apart from some other little like toiletries, toothpaste and stuff like that, I got the January edition of Happyful magazine and the February edition of Good Housekeeping magazine. So not a huge amount, but I thought I'd show you the slightly interesting bits. Just realised there was a couple of things that I didn't show you. So they're starting to get the Easter stuff. I know it's only just been Christmas, but I decided I was going to get these. So I knew that these were out and I really wanted to try them. So they're the Terry's Chocolate Orange mini eggs. I'll be honest, like the packet is not very big and you do not get that many in the packet. Like that's where they stop. And that was £1. But I thought I'd try them, so I got these, but then I also found the orange Smartie mini eggs, so I thought I'd get both and kind of see what they're both like, because I'm guessing these are going to taste like orange, like the normal orange Smarties do, and obviously these are orange chocolate as well, so I'm going to give them a try and I'll let you know which ones I prefer. Good afternoon. I don't seem to be doing very well with filming in the mornings this week. It's just been a bit crazy, not for any particular reason, it just, I don't know where the day's gone. We've got Noah again today, so we're all back to normal now, whatever normal is. So he came to help me like wake me up with my mum and help me downstairs. And we did his breakfast, and then my mum, my dad and Noah went out to do a little bit of shopping, and I stayed up in my office and finished editing a weekly vlog and got that uploading. And then that was just about finishing when they got home, so we've just done lunch and everything. Noah has just gone up for a nap. Took a little bit of settling this time, but I think he's just kind of trying to get back into the routine of like coming here and going to his nana's and doing things slightly differently and not being with his mum and dad all the time. But no, apart from that, he's like been fine. He's quite happy, like helping and playing and stuff. It's just he didn't really want to go to bed, but he needed it, so he's gone up to bed, and I'm now having a rest on the sofa because doing the editing this morning and also helping with Noah has kind of worn me out a bit. My leg's quite painful. Don't know why. It just seems to be a not very good day with my leg today. So I'm gonna have a bit of a rest on the sofa, I think, while Noah's having his rest. And then hopefully when he wakes up, I will feel a little bit rested and a little bit better, so that I can kind of play with him a bit and finish like with his snack, help with his snack and all that kind of stuff. You can tell I'm tired because I'm not speaking. I can't make sense. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in and say hello because I knew I hadn't done that yet. And yeah, going to sleep now, I think. The dust cart's just coming up as well, so I'm hoping that doesn't wake Noah up. But yeah, certainly won't wake me up because I'm going to have a nap. So we are just sitting having a bit of a snack with Noah. He slept for over 2 hours, and we actually had to wake him up. He was still asleep. He's just watching, well, we've been watching some Pepper and we've been watching some videos on Auntie Becca's phone, because we're feeling a little bit fragile at the moment. Noah, what are you eating? What are you eating, Mango? Noah. What are you eating, Mango?
I'm eating Noah.
Are you eating some mango?
I hear what you said. Yeah.
Oh, you don't like that bit?
Watermelon.
You have some watermelon. What was wrong with that bit? Noah, can you be a dinosaur? Oh, such a scary dinosaur.
Shall we see the other one where you make, oh, there you go.
Hang on a minute. Can you be a gruffalo?
Can you be a sheep?
Is that a scary sheep? Is that you in the video?
Now be a cow. Good. Now be a sheep.
Turn it off a minute.
Now be a frog.
Can you sing Bar Bar Black Sheep for Rebecca? No.
Baba black sheep, have you any spots?
No. You know how to sing it, don't you?
Now be a horse.
We were doing animal noises earlier, weren't we? What noise? What noise does a horse make?
Dinosaur.
What noise does a horse make? I don't know. What noise does the horse go?
No, you can do it better than that, mate.
We were trying to decide, Auntie Becca, what noise a bunny makes. What noise do you think a bunny rabbit makes, Noah?
You got grapes?
We're not eating our grapes at the
Can I
moment.
have a grape?
No.
Please?
Noah's grapes.
Can I have one?
He's got like a whole fruit platter in front of him.
Just one?
No, right.
Can Noah share?
No, right.
Can I have some mango?
Can Becca have some mango?
No.
Can I have some mango? Pardon?
Can I have some?
No.
Can I have some watermelon?
No.
Is it all yours? Did Auntie Becca try and take one? Oh, there we go. At least he's eating the grapes now.
No.
Noah has just gone home He had his snack, seemed to find out that he likes mango, so that's interesting. Although I kind of assumed he would, because he seems to like fruit in general. So yeah, Richard's picked him up and he's gone home now. I don't know if anyone else has it, where you have dreams where the stuff that's happening in the dreams is kind of very similar to what's just been happening in life. Because I'd fallen asleep on the sofa and fell asleep for quite a bit actually, and then I was dreaming, obviously while I was on the sofa, that Richard had come round and picked Noah up and stuff, and that I was trying to wake up from my dream but I couldn't, and then I wasn't sure if it was a dream, and then when I did wake up, I kind of wake up for a minute and I'm like, you kind of can't remember whether your dream was actually a dream or whether it actually happened. So I woke up and I was like, is Noah still here or has he gone? Because it was really quiet because he was still asleep. And yeah, didn't really know what was going on for a few minutes. So that confused me slightly. But yeah, he has gone home. Just been getting things tidied up and whatnot. And I was just sitting down here and then heard Becca like call. She was like, Mum, Dad, I've got a problem. And I was like, oh, what? And then she was like, there's a cat in my room. And we don't have a cat that lives in the house really. So we were like, okay, we don't have a cat that lives inside. So went up to, well, I didn't go up, Mum and Dad went up to have a look, and next door's cat was in her room. So I don't know how long their cat's been here, but yeah, didn't know that it was in here. It obviously kind of got in somehow and realised that we have dogs and shot upstairs and has been hiding upstairs in her room. So there we go. It's a really sweet cat actually. She's really like tame, and she does come over like to the front of our house a lot to kind of, she comes over to say hello and stuff. So it's not the first time she's been in the house, and she gets in the garage and stuff as well, so we do have to be careful. But yeah, I think she scared Rebecca a bit, because Rebecca said she went in her room and there was just these eyes looking at her, and yeah, she didn't quite know what it was. Anyway, that's all of the fun and games going on in my life. I'm just having a bit of a rest now because I'm just, I don't know, I love having Noah. He's just funny and like, oh, adorable, and he gives great cuddles, and he's just lovely, and I absolutely love him to bits. But it is exhausting. Like, anyone will know that, you know, if you have a 2-year-old or if you look after a 2-year-old, you know, they are exhausting. So yeah, I'm pretty wiped out now, and I'm just gonna have a bit of a rest and put the TV on. Need to have my water sip in a bit. Got Alfie. Where are you? Hello. You right, matey? Just sitting over there. I have said that I'll help my mum make a chilli a bit later. I'm not really up to, I mean, I struggle to make them at the best of times when I'm feeling like okay-ish. But I'm definitely not up to kind of making it myself at the moment, but I said I'd give her a hand, so probably do that a bit later. But yeah, for now I'm just going to chill out and watch some TV and yeah, not do very much. I've got an early start tomorrow because I've got physio at 8:30, which is just, ugh. I wouldn't normally try, I would try very hard not to book something that early, but it was the only appointment that they had, so we kind of had to book it. So yeah, not looking forward to that. And then I've got to get up early the next day as well because I've got an appointment up in London. So yeah, I'm not a morning person at all. So yeah, I just need to kind of chill out a bit now and try and get a decent night's sleep so that I can actually wake up on time. Good morning. I have been up since pretty early this morning. I had a physio appointment at 8:30. It's the first physio appointment for my leg since before Christmas. It went all right. She kind of asked how things had been going, and then we were just trying to like move my leg around and get it to bend a bit, which was painful. I was kind of like hitting the roof with the pain. I was like, this hurts so much, and she was like, just breathe through it. We won't go like. She's very good at like kind of doing it within my boundaries. You all right? You right, Noah? Oh, I think he tripped over the the train set. Are you okay? Where's that Noah gone? Let me just check if he's okay. I'll be back in a minute. Right, sorry about that. Everything is fine. We find sometimes, like, if he just slips over a bit and he hasn't hurt himself, he's obviously kind of dented his pride a bit and he just goes a bit quiet, but he's absolutely fine. Are you playing with the food?
Birthday.
You got the birthday cake.
Very, very hot.
It's hot? Why is it very hot?
Birthday hot.
Has it got candles on it? Do you need to blow the candles out?
Oh, taxi.
Pardon?
Hot.
It's hot actually. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, look at it, see?
Oh, pardon?
Oh, look.
Are you going to cut it?
It's warm.
So yeah, no, the physios are really good at kind of like doing things within my limits, but kind of pushing a little bit, because obviously that's what you need to do. But yeah, what we did today was just really painful, and she was like, I'm sorry, just breathe through it. She did say she kind of feels like I need some kind of like rehab, some more like intensive rehab. So, you know, having like this kind of physio every day for a couple of weeks. But she's not sure if that kind of thing actually exists. So she said she's going to do a little bit of thinking and see what, if anything, that they might be able to do. We picked my brother up on the way home because he's come over to do a bit of work with my dad. And I am just going to lie down on the sofa and have a bit of a rest, watch Noah play for a bit. I've got a friend coming over to see me at 11, just for a cuppa and a chat, which should be quite nice. But for now, I'm going to play with this little man. What have you got?
Sweet.
A sweet corn, that's nice. Why are you throwing the birthday cake on the floor? Why are you throwing the birthday cake on the floor, Noah? Why is it on the floor?
Get the sweet one.
You want to cut the sweet corn, so you have to what, throw the other stuff on the floor? You cut the sweet corn?
Yeah.
Well done.
Honey.
Yeah. What are we going to do today?
It's home.
Pardon?
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was a birdie flying past. Right, Noah, what would you like to do today? Throw things on the floor by the looks of it. Noah, listen to Jenny. What would you like to do today? Where would you like to go? Excuse me, mister. Excuse me. What have you got now? A strawberry. Now, what would you like to do today? You don't know. Don't know is definitely the word of the moment. Would you like to go out somewhere? Would you like to go out?
The garden.
Out in the garden? You might go out in the garden actually. Grandpa might take you in the garden. You've got a wheelbarrow as well now, haven't you? You could help Grandpa with the leaves. Yeah. And yesterday, Noah, did you go shopping?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Shop.
You went to the
Market.
You went to the Christmas market.
Shop.
What did you buy?
Hi.
What did you buy at the shop?
Who's that? Who's that?
I don't know. I can't see it. Let me see.
Butter.
Huh?
Butter.
I think it's a cake.
Right.
Yeah. What did you buy at the shop?
Cheese, sexy.
It's cheese, actually. Oh, okay. It's definitely a cake. What did you buy at the shop? Mr. Noah. Why are we throwing the food all over the floor?
That is fun.
Oh, that's my one, thank you.
That's fun.
Oh, yummy, thank you very much. That was tasty.
No, it's fun.
Noah's one. Has it got your slobber all over it now? Thanks. I'm not going to actually eat this one because you've just licked it. It's all wet. Why is it all wet? Did you make it wet? Did you lick it? Is that yours? Oh, okay. I'll leave that there then. Wet. Right, what are you going to get now? Sorry? Lettuce? Oh, well done. You got some lettuce. Do you like lettuce? Is it tasty? What would you like for lunch today? Pardon? What do you want for fingers? Do you know what? Nanny made a chilli last night. Would you like some chilli for lunch? No? Chilli and rice? Oh, I think that's what you're getting. Right, I'm going to lie down and continue playing with this little man. So my friend Liz came round to see me after I played with Noah for a little while, and it was really nice to see her. She brought me some flowers, which were really nice. And yeah, just had a cuppa and a nice chat, which was good. Sometimes it's good to just have someone that you can talk to and offload with and vent about things and just talk about life and general stuff. So yeah, it was really nice to see her. I've just had my lunch with Noah, and my dad's here and David is here, my brother as well. He's doing some work here today, so we've all just had some lunch. Noah has gone down for his nap. He did protest again, but to be honest, I think he was tired, so it didn't last very long. So he's down for a nap now, and I think I am just going to have a little bit of a rest while he's having his nap. I may well have a nap as well, so that then when he wakes up, I have got a bit of energy to kind of play with him and to help a bit. So that's the plan. I also need to get some paperwork sorted out for tomorrow, because I've got an appointment with my surgeon up in London, and I need to make sure that I've got the paperwork and stuff that I need to take up with me. There's a few other bits and bobs I need to do, but like that's the main one, because I just need to make, like, that's obviously the most important thing that I need to do to make sure I've got everything ready for tomorrow, because it's going to be an early start, so I want to kind of make sure it's all packed in my bag tonight. But I'll probably sort that out once Noah's gone, because I need to concentrate. But yeah, I'm going to pop the telly on and have a bit of a rest until Noah wakes up. Are you playing with the balls on the trampoline? So having my little nap didn't quite go to plan, because pretty much as soon as I'd finished filming, somebody had started crying and he couldn't find Ellie, and he'd got himself in a state and he just wasn't going to settle down again. Grandpa tried to read him a story and he wasn't having any of it. So he came downstairs, and I got him, like, I moved over a bit and we lifted him and he came under my blanket. And we've just been having some snuggles on the sofa, haven't we, Noah?
Oh,
Noah?
where's that gone?
Noah?
Where's it gone now?
Yeah, so we had snuggles on the sofa for quite a while, actually. He was really sweet. He was like snuggled in, and he kept saying, "This is cozy," and I was kind of hoping he might fall asleep if I like snuggled him under the blanket, but no, he wasn't going to fall asleep. And I mean, to be fair, he lay under the blanket with me for quite a long time, like longer than I thought he would. And I think he is tired, because he kept yawning, and I was like, just go to sleep. But no, I think he's fighting it. So, and after a while he just said, "No, get up now." So now he has found some little like balls from a toy, and he's put them on the trampoline and he's like rolling them around, having great fun, aren't you, Noah? Are you having fun? What are you doing? You're bouncing the balls. What are you doing? Oh, careful, you're going to lose them if you do that. Did Nanny throw it? You say, naughty Nanny.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Can Nanny
Oh, I
catch
can't
it?
reach that. Oh, I can't reach that, Noah.
Say no. Oh, Noah, get it. Make sure it doesn't go under the sofa. Noah, what colour's that? What colour's the ball you've got? Do you know what colour it is?
I said, I'm not prepared to.
It's too busy. It looks like he's playing snooker, doesn't it? Oh, well done. Good catch. Oh, can Nanny catch it? Yay! Oh, you missed it. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to be getting a nap anytime soon. We'll probably give him his snack in about half an hour anyway, so have a little play until then, do his snack, and then it won't be long until Daddy picks him up. Or Mummy. Who's picking you up today, Noah? Is it Mummy or Daddy? Mummy and Daddy, okay. So maybe once he's gone home, I will have a little power nap.
I had lost my groove, no one there to hold me. Just what I wanted, just what I needed. You saw me through. I was on a slow train, headed for a heartbreak. You came along, played a new song. So turn it up, don't ever stop. It's how you do the things you do, and I don't mind. Just take your time. I'll let you do the things you do. The things you tingling down my spine whenever you're around, boy. The way you pull me near and whisper in that sweet voice. Just what I wanted, just what I needed.
Good afternoon. I am just back from London I went up for my appointment with my surgeon. It was quite an early start. I think we had our train was at like 7:40 or something like that. And really cold as well today. So yeah, we went up, got to the hospital fairly early, so we went in the cafe for a little bit. And then we went up to the clinic, and then they sent me down to get some x-rays done, which was really painful actually. Like I had to get up on the bed, and they did one of me just like lying on my back, and then they asked me to like lie on my right hand side. So I tried doing that to start with, and I was like, sorry, it's too painful, I can't do it. So they took the board out from underneath my leg, and then I just had like the mattress thing, and then I kind of rolled over a bit and just about managed to get into the position that they wanted. And then they had to do like a third x-ray. I can't remember whereabouts, but they did that as well. And then we went back up to the clinic, and we weren't like waiting that long before the doctor called me in. So it wasn't actually the consultant, it was one of the registrars, but it's one of the registrars that I know, and I think he assisted in like doing my operation. So it was quite good to have somebody that kind of had seen where things started. He had a look at the x-rays and said that the bone kind of seems to be growing okay, it's all in the right place. He says it can take up to like 9 months for the bone to kind of completely grow back together, but even then it's not going to be as strong as it was like originally, so it takes quite a while. And then he just asked kind of how things had been, and we said that kind of my walking hasn't really improved. I'm struggling to weight bear because of the pain. Can't bend my knee very well, and also just getting a lot of pain in my knee. So he kind of had a look and examined me and was trying to kind of move things around a bit, which was quite painful, and he was sort of having a look at my knee and stuff. He kind of asked where the pain was, so I showed him, and he said, well, the pain that's kind of in my thigh area is completely normal because, you know, they've broken a bone, it's going to be painful for quite a while. He said the pain in my knee, it's probably because they've kind of rotated the thigh bone, and that's made the knee, like ball of the knee, go into like a slightly different position, so it's trying to like move in a way that it's not used to moving in. And also because like the lower leg is wonky, it kind of doesn't feel right for the knee. So he said that's why, and he said it's basically a case of just sort of persevering for now and continuing with the physio. Yeah, he kind of said, you know, it's gonna be slow and it's gonna take time, which is what I've been told by everybody. And I asked about like when do they sort of start thinking about whether they need to do surgery on the lower leg, and he said that it certainly wouldn't be for a while because they can't really assess anything at the moment because it's still too early on. I'm not kind of walking properly, the muscles are still trying to get used to it, and he said even if they did the surgery now, it probably wouldn't make a huge amount of difference at the moment because a lot of it's like the muscles that kind of help with the knee and the lower leg and stuff. So yeah, he said it's not something that they would think about doing now. He did also talk about like if they would need to like remove the rod at any point, they wouldn't do that until at least 9 months post surgery. So I guess that would be, I don't know if it's like causing problems or if the screws are causing irritation or something, I don't know. So yeah, he basically just kind of said it's just going to be a case of persevering with the physio, going, you know, at a slow and steady pace, and hopefully things will gradually improve. He wanted to see me in April, but they didn't have an appointment for April, so I've got an appointment for May, and he said by then he would hope that the pain would have improved a bit and that I would be walking a bit better. But yeah, it's just going to be a case of kind of going slowly and seeing how I got on. I have got a picture of the x-ray which I'll show you in a minute. Just trying to think if there was anything else that he said really, but there wasn't. I don't know why, but I felt quite flat and tearful kind of afterwards. I think part of me had kind of just wanted him to say, you know, yeah, we'll put you on the list to come in and have the bottom leg done and sorted, and then once that's done it can all just heal together and it'll all be fine. But I think that was just a bit naive, thinking it was going to be that simple. And also I think it was just hard going back to the hospital because that was the first time I've been back since I was there for surgery, and obviously that was all quite traumatic, so I think I'd kind of got myself quite anxious and yeah, kind of worked up. And then when we were kind of finished and kind of came out, then I started feeling quite like tearful and yeah, upset. But yeah, I don't know, I think also because so far have just been working towards this appointment, like that's kind of been my focus, and now that one's done and it's like, okay, now you're not going back till May. That's like 4 months of, you know, actually it's not just going to get better like that, it's going to take a lot of hard work and it's going to be slow. And I think, yeah, I just kind of feel a bit like flat about it at the moment. But yeah, no, the actual appointment went okay and he seemed kind of like fairly happy, well, as happy as he could be, I think, like, you know, with how things are going. He asked about whether I'd had any more problems with sort of seizures or anything like that, which I haven't. I get a lot of like twitches and jerks, but haven't had any more seizures, touch wood. And yeah, he just said that, you know, my GP, I need to speak to my GP about trying to get a referral to a neuropsychiatrist, just to kind of look into them a bit, because they're like functional seizures rather than epileptic ones. You kind of need the input of both like neurology and psychiatry to kind of deal with them, because it's not like they can give you an anti-epileptic or something like that and that'll solve it, because they're not that kind of seizure. But at the same time, they're not saying that they're, you know, completely psychological. There's like a bit of an interaction, I suppose, of like your body being under stress and it not knowing how to respond to it, so responding with a seizure. so yeah, I need to speak to my GP about that and see if she can kind of help with that. But yeah, and he said, you know, they wouldn't even consider looking at the other leg until this one was a lot more further along and a lot more healed. So yeah, then afterwards I just decided, like, we talked about whether we should go out for lunch or something, and I just, to be honest, just wanted to get home. So we got on the bus and kind of got halfway back, got to where Australia House is, and all of a sudden, like, this big protest of like Extinction Rebellion people just kind of came out of nowhere and blocked the road. So you would have seen some of the footage, I think, because I got my camera out. Anything for the vlog. But yeah, they were kind of blocking the road for a while, and I was like, okay, like, I understand what they're doing, and you know, I think what they stand for is very important. But at the same time, I was just like, I just want to go home. Thankfully, they didn't like block the road for very long, and then they moved on and out the way. So that was good. But yeah, got back to the station, we got something to eat, and then got on the train and ate that on the way home. And now we're home. My leg is really painful. I can take some paracetamol in a bit. I'm like staggering all my medications. I've gone down 1 dose on the oxycodone. The GP did say to go, so I have been taking 4, and she did say to go down to 2, but I've gone down to 3 at the moment, and actually I think that's just about manageable. Like, I'm struggling with the pain going down to 3, so I just don't see the point in making it even worse. So yeah, I'm trying to like space all the different painkillers out to make sure I've kind of got cover throughout the whole day. So yeah, I'm going to take some more painkillers in a bit, and I'm just going to have a bit of a rest, to be honest, because it's been an early start. I'm in pain, I'm exhausted, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I will just show you the x-ray though, because I wanted to take a picture of it to show you. So I don't know whether this was actually the best of the x-rays to show you. There was a few different ones, and you could kind of see it from different angles, but you can kind of see what's going on. So obviously, like, this is my femur down here, and then up here where that sort of little bump thing is, and there is actually a space there. You just can't see it very well because it's not showing up on the camera. Right, there we go. I don't know how well you can see it. If you look like at the actual x-ray, you can see there's like a gap here, which is where they like broke the bone, and then you've got the metal rod that's going like all the way down at the bone, and then you've got 2 screws down there and 2 screws up here as well. And yeah, he said that the bone seems to be growing and, you know, doing what it's meant to be doing, so that's good. But yeah, I thought it was quite cool being able to kind of actually see it and see the inside of it. What I might do, actually, because my physio has got a copy of the original x-rays that I had, I think, when I was still in the hospital, so I might take a picture of those ones, because it'd be interesting to kind of see if there's been any like difference in that time. But this is the one from today. Good afternoon, happy Saturday. I haven't really filmed anything today, I'm afraid. It is now 4:30, and this is the first time I've picked up the camera. I have kind of thought I need to film, but it just hasn't fitted in. Didn't have the best of mornings. I woke up and just wasn't feeling brilliant. Pain from yesterday was not great, but just like mentally was just feeling quite anxious and down, and had my breakfast and went back upstairs again, and I just had like the biggest panic attack I've had in a very long time. I was like, I don't know if anyone else has this, but you know when you just get to the point where you're really upset or you're feeling really panicky and you get to that point where you're like crying, but it's like you can't help yourself crying. It's just like your body does this thing and you're making these like weird noises, like crying noises, and you've got the whole like tears and snot and all that kind of stuff, and you just literally cannot stop the crying. It was like that, and then I got to the point where I was like, I just couldn't breathe, and I knew I was having a panic attack. But at the same time, if you've ever had a panic attack before, you'll know that when you get into that like panic and like not being able to breathe. You literally feel like you're going to die. And I was just like trying to like gulp for air, because obviously you're breathing really quickly, and I couldn't breathe, and it was just getting worse and worse because I was crying at the same time. And yeah, it was just not a pretty sight. I think, I don't know, I think it's just a mixture of everything really. Feeling just anxious about the future. I think my dad had mentioned about like whether I would need some carers to come in and help, and that just freaked me out a bit. I don't know, I think it's a big thing to like think about something like that. And all of a sudden it was just like every negative thought in my head possible was like having a party, and I couldn't like reason with it or anything. It was just like my body took over and panicked. It was not very nice, and yeah, didn't film. I had like puffy eyes and a red nose, and just was not in a good way. So I came in the lounge in the end and fell asleep for a bit. And then went this afternoon, I went to have my hair cut and washed and stuff, which feels really nice. I had actually thought about cancelling it because I just felt so awful like after yesterday and then after this morning. But then I thought, well, I need to wash my hair anyway, and to be honest, it's easier for someone else to do it. So I went with it, and yeah, it was quite nice just having it washed and cut. I found it like uncomfortable, like sitting, because I couldn't put my feet up or anything. Like I find when I'm sitting with my leg down, it gets painful quite quickly. But it was like, it wasn't too long, so I just about managed that. I did start feeling quite like clammy and sick towards the end, and then I started panicking because I thought I was going to faint, and then I was getting really worried about, oh God, what happens if I faint? What happens if I throw up or something? And then that just makes your physical symptoms worse. But apart from that, it was good to go out. I have booked to have my hair coloured in February because it needs doing. But they said, you know, just see how you feel closer to the time, and if you need to change it or like postpone it, that's absolutely fine. And yeah, when I got home, I've just been back on the sofa, took some painkillers, and I've just been having a rest. I think Richard, Lisa and Noah are just on their way round. It's Richard's birthday tomorrow, but he has got to go off for like a training course for his new job. He's still a paramedic, it's just a slightly different role. And he's got to go off tomorrow, so we're not really going to have like a proper celebration for him, unfortunately. But he said they were going to come over because we've got his presents and stuff, so they can do those with us, which will be quite nice. And yeah, that's pretty much been today. I think getting so upset and having that panic attack this morning kind of scared me a bit, because as I said, it's been quite a long time since I've had one that's like that bad, and it just reminds you of, yeah, like how fragile your mental health is, I suppose. And it's not nice having a panic attack and getting upset and not being able to control it and whatnot. So yeah, it's a bit scary. But anyway, Richard and Lisa and Noah are on their way. I think they're going to be here within the next 10 minutes or so. So I think I'm going to get a little bit more rest before they arrive, and then hopefully we can have a play with Noah, watch Richard open his presents. It's a shame we can't do like cake and going out, because usually we go out for like a family meal and stuff, but we might be able to do that once he's finished his like training courses and stuff. But yeah, it'd be nice to see them for a bit. Good afternoon, please excuse my red face, I've just woken up. I haven't filmed again today. I went to church this morning because after church they did like a meal, just as a way of like people getting to know one another and chatting more and that kind of thing, and my dad wanted us to go to that. So yeah, I had to get up a bit earlier and get down there for that with my mum. We ended up being a bit late because just find it really hard to like get ready in the mornings at the moment, but we got there in the end. So yeah, I went to the church service and then we had lunch afterwards, which was nice. Got to chat to some people, and yeah, it was good. And then came home and I sorted out my medication for next week, and then lay on the sofa and fell asleep. And yeah, I think I might possibly go and have a shower now. I've obviously washed my hair yesterday, but just want to kind of do the rest of me. And then it's just going to be a quiet evening. I think Doctor Who's on, and I think there's a new Vera on as well, which my dad and I really enjoy watching, so I think that's probably going to be our evening. So I thought I would just come on and finish the vlog. So if you enjoyed this week's vlog and you'd like to see more, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to also press the notification bell, because that will mean you get notified every time I upload a video. Leave me a comment as well, let me know what you've been up to this week, and also let me know if there's any other videos you'd like to see me do. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.